Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Wanted Corp. From Eco Software. This was a PS3 game that they ported over to Vita, so... Well, that's pretty much it, actually, so let's just go have a look at it. As you can see here, I haven't been playing for very long. This is like an hour and a half, 2 hours of gameplay, and I'm through like 3 of the game's 8 missions, so that's short. Pretty short. And for some reason, it's going to feel the need to play this. So I'm just going to shut up and let you listen to it.
Main room to the cockpit. Transfer carried out successfully. New mission received for the bounty hunters Neil H. Mad Dog and Irina Zamor. Estimated mission gains 896,500,000 credits.
Interesting.
Silent partner Pharmatech Group. Subject: fugitive intrusion in protected site. 72 hours ago, a craft carrying prisoners crash-landed on one of the group's research planets, planet Odorelia. According to the latest scans, hundreds of prisoners have survived and plan to take control of the place. Although Odorelia was abandoned many months ago, Pharmatech insists on protecting the research and experiments left on the site after its closure. The few surveillance robots left there won't be able to efficiently fight off the intruders. The medical research company therefore requests that you, Wanted Corp, prevent the prisoners from destroying or stealing any material or organism belonging to Pharmatech. Wanted Corp is counting on you. The air on planet Odorelia...
896 million credits. Can you imagine, Irina? That makes for a lot of new handbags, doesn't it?
With that, you could even afford to buy some soap and a new joke book, don't you think?
Oh, you see, Irina, that's what makes us the best bounty hunters. Our complicity and team spirit. Let's go.
Yep, the entirety of the game is told through those cringe-worthily written FMV cutscenes. It's very annoying, honestly. There's not that much to look at. You've got your sound options, and you can choose where the interface is, although I'm not entirely sure what the point of that is, and you can turn on or off the subtitles, but I'm not sure why you'd turn off the subtitles. I can't understand them anyway. You've got archives, which serve as both your help, and you've also got collectible ones that you can find in the world. So, as you can see, I've found Archive 14, 11, and 7, and 5. They're just like little collectibles in the world. And you've got this little thing here that shows you all the different enemies that you can see. You've got online leaderboards, which, frankly, fighting for online leaderboards in this game sounds like an absolute chore, and I cannot be bothered, so... yeah, screw that. Screw that entirely. You can do a training level, but hell, I didn't even do the training level, so there's no real point to that. I've still got my notifications on. I can fix that. I'll just turn my Wi-Fi off. Now, you've got lots of credits. You earn credits via playing through levels, obviously, and you can use this to get multiple kinds of upgrades. You can upgrade both the guns that you have, and you can upgrade your health. And on the case of the second bounty hunter, you upgrade her health and her powers. So, energy rings, lightning bolts that come from the sky, because screw you. Good old lightning bolts. It's a neat idea, but it kind of fails in practice, so I just spent a bunch of credits. You can downgrade to get the credits back, which is kind of nice if you feel like you put something into the wrong thing. Now, I've played through 3 missions so far. We're on to the 4th mission, and funnily enough, I still haven't gone out of the jungle, so I'm guessing half of it's the jungle and half of it's another place entirely. So let's just go and play mission 4. I haven't actually played this, but considering how well I've done on the other ones, I'm perfectly fine with this. It's going to play another FMV cutscene, but we're just going to skip it. The loading times in this game aren't very good, I have to say that much. Like, seriously, we'll be here for about 10 to 15 seconds. It's not great, especially with how relatively simple the game is. So how's your day been going? Kind of a rip-off of the Matrix going on in the background there. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to represent, but there you go. Still loading. Okay, I was wrong. It wasn't 15 seconds. It was more like 45. Good lord. I really stopped paying attention to these load times after a while. But yeah, these load times are pretty bad. So anyway, we're warping in.
Hey, monkey grunt, show yourself. Let's get it over and done with.
What we know for sure now is that we won't capture him by surprise. Let's find
Alright,
out
so-
and return to the barge.
Here we go.
Attention.
Okay, new monkey.
It's a jump.
Yes, it is about as hard to read that text on this background as it looks. And you can check for more information, but again, you can't fucking read that. So, here we go. I'm currently playing as Mad Dog, who you should be playing as pretty much all the fucking time. So, the idea is you've got... Oh dear. The idea is you've got individual weapons. One of your weapons is the... Ow. One of your weapons is the guns. And you also have different weapons. Like, for example, if I press triangle, I can swap to the crossbow. The crossbow is a shotgun, more or less. I've also got a railgun that I can't fucking aim with to save my life, so I won't be using that. And you've also got grenades. You unlock some of these as time goes on. You only start out with the little laser gun, but frankly, I see no reason not to go with the crossbow at this point. Because, frankly, it just does stupid amounts of damage. Like, seriously, I took that guy out with one shot. I don't see why I wouldn't. You can dodge to avoid bullets, and to reload, you tap the screen. You can also tap, you can also have a melee attack on the square button, but it's not very useful. You can also get medkits and heal yourself with them. You can also order your AI partner around, as you can see there. So, up in the top right, you can see that there's a D-pad option there. And you can change her AI between 3 different modes. Protect, neutralize, and capture. So protect means she'll stay close to you and do everything she can to save your ass. Capture means that she'll try to capture enemies, because the way the weapon system works is that you can use power-ups, you can use your weapons both lethally and non-lethally. That's a mech over there. You can ride around in them, but they're about the same as the regular game. You can use your weapons lethally and non-lethally, and if you use your weapons non-lethally, it allows you to capture the enemies, and you can chain these captures together for extra money. And also, if you capture enough enemies, you will get a big bonus at the end of the level. We're talking like 50 grand in credits. It's a pretty big bonus, all things considered. It can also tap the top right corner of the screen to change the character that you're using. So I've swapped to Irina. She's got a couple of power-ups of her own. She's very different in comparison to the Mad Dog. The thing is that she's got a bunch of useful power-ups. The thing is, though, she's almost completely useless in combat because you can't fucking aim with her. No, I'm not kidding. She's almost impossible to aim with. Like, seriously. There's no way to tell where you're aiming, like, at all. But seriously, like, I could have sworn I was pressing up and right there, but no, I was apparently aiming straight up. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do here. Seriously, am I supposed to shoot that? I guess I am.
Cover me while I reload.
Apparently not. Maybe I have to kill this guy here. No, seriously, what the hell am I supposed to do here? I can't get off the platform. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep, okay, I do have to shoot this stuff, alright.
Reloading.
There we go, okay. So yeah, as I was saying before, Irina is useless because you can't fucking aim with her. She does have a couple of other different kinds of power-ups. Like, you press triangle, I don't know what that does. This power-up here is a lightning bolt. And, of course, you've got the rings, and there's also an ability that lets you swap health over to your partner, which is nice if they need it. Apparently, I'm not going to be able to capture these guys. Oh, well. But yeah, as you can see, it is really hard to aim, and her powers don't seem to have, like, any kind of, oh, bloody hell, I'm gonna If I can just, like, move for more than 1 second, please. Thank you.
Oh, I just love this job. Money, money, money.
The shooting itself isn't really that satisfying either. It's not great. Not by any means, especially since you can't bloody aim. The weapons don't really have any interesting, like, feel to them. And, hell, it's just bloody useless trying to play with freaking Irina, because she's so goddamn useless, unless you have an extremely good sixth sense for where you're aiming. I mean, her lightning bolt is pretty good, but again, you can't aim the damn thing, so it takes like 3 shots to hit anything. It's the most frustrating thing ever. Hello, trophy. I gotta remember to disable that next time. There's also this whole system with the, you know, the lethal and the non-lethal weapons going on, and frankly, I have no idea why exactly you would ever use lethal unless you were out of range to do captures, because there's basically no point to it, more or less. Because you always want to be capturing people because it gives you more credits. And you want more credits to get more upgrades. So why wouldn't you ever, like, capture absolutely everything that you can? I literally don't know why you would.
Next stop, the dump. Great.
We'll have to continue on foot. Let's try and
The
find
game's technical performance really isn't that good either.
back to
It's got some V-Sync issues, especially on the first level I noticed, where the screen will visibly tear, and the whole game just feels rather sluggish. Movement is a bit of a pain in the ass, and doing your rolls and stuff like that, it just doesn't work very well. It really doesn't.
Money, money, money.
And the frame rate of the port can drop a little bit. It's not terrible, but it definitely drops a bit from time to time. Alright, so this is just Gauntlet, obviously. You just have to kill all the enemies in order to proceed. It's not that big of a deal.
Goodbye.
As far as I can tell, there's no, like, extra difficulties or anything like that in terms of just making the game more replayable, so I'm not entirely sure where the replay value is. And the thing is, this game was originally designed for co-op too, which is the weird thing, because this has no multiplayer of any kind. It doesn't have ad hoc, it doesn't have online, it doesn't have anything. And I legit do not understand why they decided to go for this. It just seems like an absolute waste. I mean, I'll give credit to Helldivers. At least the Vita version of Helldivers, a game that was actively designed for multiplayer, doesn't just completely not include multiplayer in the Vita port. Like, imagine that. Imagine if on PS3 and PS4, Helldivers didn't let you play multiplayer, but the Vita version didn't just because reasons. That's basically what Wanted Corp's done. And it's silly. I legitimately don't know what they were going for. So combine that with the lack of replayability outside of going for silly high scores, and I don't see the point in Wanted Corp. It's not that satisfying of a game. The storyline isn't that interesting. You're literally just chasing after the grown-up version of the monkeys from Ape Escape. And you've got basically no way to increase the appeal of this, really. Considering you can't play co-op. So it just doesn't seem great. It makes me think of that game Alienation on PS4 from the people who make Resogun and Dead Nation and stuff like that. It makes me think of that. It would have been nice to actually get that on the Vita instead of this, I gotta say. In fact, I'm surprised they didn't do that. They did it for Dead Nation, but then again, I guess Sony isn't developing games for the Vita anymore, so... Well, I guess that's the reason why. Unfortunate, but there you go.
Can't reach the barge.
They must have moved some containers.
Reactivating the crane should...
The stages are fairly long at the very least. You'll spend at least 20 minutes going through them the first time, and that's at the very least. You're probably more likely to spend like half an hour on a stage. And every stage has a big boss fight at the end, but I mean, the boss of stage 1 and stage 3 are the same boss, just slightly different colors. I'm not entirely sure what they were going for there, but there you go. Alright, so now I gotta turn this valve, so now I can just set her to protect me, and she'll keep all these bastards off my back while I do that. Admittedly, the AI partner is pretty good. Like, I got no problems with the AI in this game. As long as you're assigning it to do the right thing, like, you know, you've got it to protect you while you're working on something like this, or carrying this big thing to the end, it'll work fine, so whatever. It's not like the game has any massive problems or anything like that, just both little niggles and the fact that it's not really that impressive of a game to begin with, so it's just hard to recommend on that alone, especially when you can get Helldivers if you're looking for a more co-op experience, and if you're looking for a twin-stick shooter that that's better than this, well, there's hundreds of options. Seriously, Geometry Wars 3, people, why haven't you gone and bought that shit yet? That port is amazing. Oh, hi. Yep, this is one of the bosses. So you do actually have to, like, swap to lethal damage to do a reasonable amount of damage to this guy. But thankfully, it's actually pretty easy to take care of him. Now that he's down low on damage, I can get on him and capture him, and that'll get me like 5 grand of credits. Yep, that's the boss. Well, actually, no, that's not the boss. That's a lie. But, the game does have, like, an actual boss for this stage. I'm pretty sure, anyway. He'll probably maybe fight the big monkey man as part of this story. I'm guessing I have to drop down here now and go back around. I am running quite low on health. You can buy health kits as, you can buy health kits in the store, but I haven't really needed them. They tend to pop up when you need them, which is nice. I'm guessing I have to go up this way now. What's the crane do? Ooh, credits. You'll get out of my way, thank you. This voice acting is just so overdone, but at the same time it's just like, it tries to be overdone and it does get there, it's just doesn't feel right. Really? Where the hell am I going? I guess I gotta go over there. Can't pan the camera because the camera's this weird, always set in a particular way for a particular area sort of thing. I'm not entirely sure what they were going for here. Oh, there we go. I guess we just had to live for long enough to let the crane do its thing. Alright, away we go. Ow, just got whacked in the face by a robot. I can probably tell her to start capturing people again. It's probably a health kit. Yep, there's a health kit. I'll give the game credit for at least looking nice, but again, it kind of gets downtrodden by the fact that the whole game feels like a slow, plotting mess. That and the frame rate dropping and all that is a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, you just bash these crates for ammo, but I've got full ammo for everything, so I don't even know why I'm bothering. Oh, hang on, there's something there. Yep, there's one of those audio logs. Well, not audio logs, archives. So yeah, it apparently just tells the story of this facility before it went 3 ways to hell, so it's not interesting. Like, seriously, you get like less than 5 sentences of text every time you get one of those things, which is the most annoying thing of all. It's like, it's not even play substantial.
Let's go find that giant exoskeleton.
Finding a baboon inside an 8-meter tall robot shouldn't be too hard.
Didn't I
What
tell
the?
you it isn't a baboon?
Oh, there we go. What was that about?
Mad Dog, look! The security system keeps the doors closed.
It's alright, I'll take care of it. I don't even know, like, this crossbow, strangely enough, has 0 reload time. Oh dear, my AI partner's gone down. This may not end well for me.
Hurry, help me.
Thankfully, you can get it back up, and she does actually spawn with an absolute ton of extra health, which is nice. Alright, let's get her up.
Hey, what are you doing?
And now let's get out of the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, imagine, like, going down and being stuck with having only her. It's a nightmare. It really is.
Reloading.
I better swap weapons to something more useful.
Don't move.
Ow. This lady does have the ability to just teleport anywhere.
Target in sight. That way.
God damn it. See, I can't hit shit with this goddamn lightning bolt. You can charge it to make it more effective, but
Target in sight.
doesn't help much.
Fire at will.
And we're dead. It's alright though, we get warped back to a checkpoint. Or not. Nope, I guess we have to do the whole mission from the beginning if we don't want to spend 50 grand in credits. That's actually the first time I've died, so yeah. Screw that. You've seen a boss, you've seen how the base game works. There are things like vehicles you can wander around in, but they're pretty shit. They just fire a lot of things, and really there's no point in killing anything because, again, you get more credits just letting your teammate capture them while you've got the big mechs. So there's seriously no point in trying to kill things normally in this game unless you literally can't reach them. So there you go. So yeah, that was a quick look at Wanted Corp. It's just piddlingly average. There's really no point to it. It doesn't have the co-op, so it doesn't even have that going for it. It's pretty short, since it's only got 8 missions. It only take like 20 minutes to half an hour each. And it's not really that satisfying to play, so yeah, not really worth your time to look at. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.